Hi everybody, Katie here. I am interested in doing a video, as you can see by the title, kind of a laid back video, and talking about all the places I've been in my life. Might have to keep my voice a little low. Got two other people in the house, so I'm trying to be polite, as polite as I can be. Um, yeah, so just as, laid back. Not big on, anxiety and all that, so I take it really slow when it comes to videos. If you see me talking fast or getting rambly, it's usually because I'm anxious. I struggle with some anxiety issues. Anyway, this video won't have anything to do with any of that. No mental health stuff, unless I mention it here and there. Yeah, no trigger warnings for anything really serious. Oh, sorry. I am in my bathroom, as you can see, or maybe you can tell. Got a little candle back here. So yeah, I'm trying to be all, quiet and stuff, and this is the only room I could find that, is the most quiet, and I'm sure a lot of people making videos have that problem during this pandemic stuff. And I have my little note thing, because I've lived in 17, or actually, is that right? No, 16 places total in my life. And I've learned so much from living in all those places. And I'd love to, list off, quickly my list. And I think, somebody might find it interesting. It's definitely been, living with all different walks of life, all different, economic backgrounds, racial backgrounds. I am myself, if you don't know me, my name's Kate, and I am pansexual, and I used to say bisexual, but I do, I try to, use the woke language. I sound so old when I say that. I'm 40 years old, so that's why I react like that. But yeah, I'm trying to, I've always been, as a pansexual or bisexual as a teen and 20s and early 30s. Definitely, definitely saw all that, and am in part of the community. I like to keep in track, on track with all that stuff. But anyway, we won't get into all that. So yeah, I have my little I don't know if you can mention stuff like this, but my green herbal niceties to the side here, which I won't obviously put on camera because I know YouTube's, being strict. So anyway, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I have my jewel. I'm quitting cigarettes, and this has helped me a lot, so I might hit this every so often. It's only tobacco, don't worry. I'll keep everything else off camera. Hopefully this won't have to be two-part video. I do have trouble, my phone is getting old, so it doesn't store a lot of video, so if for some reason it just cuts out, there'll be a part two. I'll just figure out a way to do it. So anyway, so I'm starting from, when I left my house when I was younger, from the first time I left my house. I left my house at 17. I tried going to college at Endicott College, and yeah, it didn't work out. I did a year and a half there. I wasn't sure really what I wanted to do. I started in graphic design and then switched to liberal arts. and then got a boyfriend who lived in a, what do you call it? Community living. And yeah, like, I can't think of the word, but anyway, community subsidized housing, that kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, I lived there for a long time, for about I'd say almost 3 years I lived there. My boyfriend's mom became my second mom, and pretty much raised me during that time. My mom just wanted me out of the house. I was too much to deal with. I know I was. And it definitely, she was doing the best she can. She was doing the best she could with the situation. I was definitely a hard teen. So I don't blame her for doing that. I did at the time, but I don't anymore. So anyway, yeah, that was that was maybe some of the wildest years, some anyway, of the wildest years. Definitely living there. Lived, yeah, just in a little apartment with, a bunch of other, it was a big kind of area where there was apartment buildings, with the little string for the laundry and all that kind of thing, that kind of living, which I totally didn't mind. I had my little VW and had everybody, write their names in it and tag it, and it was that kind of life. DMX was big then, and Dr. Dre and all that kind of stuff was coming out at that point. Missy Elliott, all that kind of stuff. So I was getting into that, and so I had my little car, and I had 15-inch speakers, and all those subwoofers and all that kind of jazz. It was just, yeah, those were the days for sure. Smoking in the car and driving around forever, and definitely was a major thing to, as you can see, I'm smiling. It's not, there were hard times, really hard times, going to the pantry to get food, and a lot of hard times. And I did lose my second mom. She passed about 10-15 years ago now. So yeah, I did lose her, and thankfully I'm not with the boy I was with when I was 17, or till it lasted longer. I left. I'll go on to my next place. I moved in, let's see, wait, did I? Yeah. Yeah, I went to my mom's because I broke up with the boyfriend. He was a cheater, so it was just a lot of other things too. But as some, people struggle with their first loves, or their first puppy love, I should say. And I did for a couple years after we broke up. Took a while to separate, and I lived at my mom's in an apartment that she rented out to make money. My mom was a single mom after my dad left us at 10. I was 10 years old when he left. But yeah, my mom was a single mom, and she had a house, a pretty big house, and then her boyfriend actually helped her make an apartment on that side of the house, so it was really neat, and I got to stay there, and yeah, that was fun. We had parties there, all kinds of things. I kind of continued the lifestyle over there. Let me take a little break here, considering I reminded myself of lifestyle things. What was I going to say? Yeah, we just partied and partied and partied. you know, I do smoke weed, or green. Sorry, please don't block this video or anything. I'm trying to do this for the well-being of other people that deal with these kind of things. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, I partake. So yeah, that's the only thing I do now. And you know, I'm a recovering addict, and I go to the methadone clinic. You can see my videos. My other videos have to do with that. Anyway, yeah. After my mom's, I moved in with my stepdad, because they moved in together, which was weird because they moved just one house over. So anyway, moved in there, and it didn't do too well because I wasn't really, being good with the rules and that kind of thing. It's sorry, I just gotta hold my, it didn't go well. Yeah, I didn't do well there. I won't get into it, but yeah, just didn't go well. My stepdad wasn't happy with me. So yeah, I had to leave. I tried a lot of things. That's backwards. Sorry, I just realized. Oh, yeah, that was when I was homeless, actually. My mom, I don't know why. I'm sure what I just did probably made my memory a little foggy, but yeah, I don't know how I forgot. She set me up, basically. She was worried about me, my partying and all that kind of stuff, and set me up and had the cops. I had all my things in my car ready to go. I was ready to leave. She told me to leave, and then she said, 1 minute, just 1 minute. I want to talk to you inside. So I said, all right, whatever. I didn't really want to, but my car was packed, and I was, going to say hi to her, or, going to say bye to her, I should say. And I thought she just wanted to say something serious to me, and instead, I had 2 cops knock at the door, at my bedroom door, while we were talking on my bed, my mom and I. And he walked in, or 2 cops walked in, searched my purse, then brought me outside, searched my entire car, everything. I'm talking ripped open everything I packed, every little tiny little thing. All they found was a glass piece. That's it. That's it. That's it. So they charged me with paraphernalia, and so I ended up unnecessarily having to be in the loop of courts and all that kind of stuff, probation. I ended up on house arrest, which I ended up after being trying to find a place and being homeless. I stayed in 4 or 5 different motels, weekly stay motels, that my husband now paid for. Thank God. Or thank God and Goddess. Anyway, it was rough, and it was definitely dangerous in a lot of those places. So I ended up getting in trouble from the courts and everything, because I wasn't doing well, of course, because I was being stubborn and being a crazy party animal. So they ended up putting me on house arrest, and I ended up back at my mom's. So, yeah. And then yeah, so I spent a month on house arrest, then ended up, thank God I had a good probation officer. She, hold on one second. Okay, yeah, so I'll tell you about, sorry, a little bit of a lag there, I apologize. Um, so yeah, so I'll tell you about, yeah, after the court stuff and everything, thank God I did classes and all that kind of stuff. I ended up having to go away for 3 months to Arizona for rehab actually, and it was actually good for me in a way, not the getting in trouble and having the record and all that, but I did need the time away to kind of, get a grip on myself and have a good handle on myself. So yeah, sorry, I'm talking low because there's somebody talking downstairs and I don't know what's going on. This might be a two-parter. Anyway, yeah, so wait, let me think now. I have all my notes. I don't know why, but some of them I did in the wrong order. Um, yeah, so I came back to my mom's, stayed there. I actually started to do modeling. I took classes as in not the ones where they just, don't do anything for you. They were the real classes. And also did a little runway, not professionally, but yeah, it was fun. Got, my portfolio made and all that. So yeah, that was really fun. And I did a couple of professional jobs. I was a human mannequin. Yeah, I just had to stand completely straight in really hot lights with big gowns on and big jewelry. And change, stand in that position for a very, very long time and then switch outfits and jewelry, and high heels and all that stuff and makeup. And so, yeah, it was really fun though. And so, yeah, after my mom's, I went off and was able to start a home with my boyfriend, or my, at the time, fiance, or well, he boyfriend, then fiance, obviously, and then husband. So I have my husband now, um, that I love to death. That's a weird way to say it. No, I love him very much. So yeah, we moved into a little rental house, and then we moved into an even bigger rental house, and we took our two dogs with us. We had two dogs and the little one in the little house, and then we took the two dogs and thought, oh well, we're gonna, have a bigger yard and a bigger house, so it's better for them, better for us too. And it had a lot of things. That was definitely a fixer upper kind of a house. Not too bad, but definitely needed fixing. Which I'm glad that my husband is in the home fix or building business, because I don't know what I would do if that wasn't the case. So yeah, we lived there, which was so great. We lived there in the bigger house. I'd say a total in the small house and the big house, they were right kind of near each other. So the small house and the big house all together, I'd say we stayed there about 9 years. maybe 10. We were married in, well, I guess I can't really say too much personal details, but anyway, we've been married for a long, long, long time, decades. So, or we've been together, I should say, decades, and around a decade married. So yeah, um, so yeah, we got married and did all that. We had a big wedding, big huge wedding. Well, not huge, huge. We had 100 people and a tent and a gorgeous garden and gazebo and all kinds of amazing things. Great food. We had a band and a DJ overlooking this like Great Lake. It was the Great Lake, not the Great Lake. A lake in the area, and it was just perfect. The weather was perfect. The dress was perfect. Everything was just I couldn't have asked for it to be more pretty. The flowers were roses and not in a tacky way, in a very gorgeous, over the top way, with a little white mixed in. Our colors were, black and white and red, but not in that, new kind of modern look. Anyway, so I'll stop talking about that. But yeah, just going through just looking at this, it's like all the different motels and, seedy places that I had to stay, after we stayed. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, I did that. Okay, so we've got a couple here. Let me just do this so I don't forget. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't get over how many places it is. So, 16 places. It's just insane. But anyway, trying to keep this as quick as I can. So anyway, yeah, unfortunately, because of our addiction, we were split. The house didn't last, and our mental health on both of our parts really sank, and we separated, not legally, but we had to separate. And I went to stay with my mom, and he went to stay with his dad. Luckily, thank God, we had somebody to, be able to go stay with and recover. And we're still, pushing away and in recovery. And yeah, so we moved we moved in there. Unfortunately, I had to bounce around a little bit. I didn't just stay at my mom's. I stayed at a couple other places, as well as Kentucky, for a very short time, and in Marblehead, Mass, and in New Hampshire. So yeah, definitely a lot of different places. Oh, and in the city of Manchester as well. So I've been around all different places, as well as my father lived in South Dakota. So yeah, so I'm like very like a nomadic kind of person. My parents raised me that way. I'll have to tell that story. We took a cross-country trip in a Isuzu Trooper, to California and back. I'll have to, probably do a video about that. That would be cool. But anyway, yeah, I didn't count living in my car. I had to do that a lot at different times, just all different times. So yeah, I didn't count that as a house, but that I guess kind of counts. Sleeping in the car and living in my car. I actually lived in my car for quite a long time, months long. So yeah, So yeah, after yeah, now we're living together in his father's house, which is so great. Really working out and really coming together, and we're doing so well together. And I'm just like, yes, thank you. I need this kind of nice, cabiny kind of New England nice home, and it's very, rejuvenating. But I'll cut this short. Oh, I thought I'd lost it. All right. Well, I will talk to you, or yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace and light, guys. Bye.